The Wisconsin Badgers fall to 1-1 on the season after a 3-point loss to Washington State in Week 2. Entering Saturday's matchup with Washington State as 17-point favorites, the Wisconsin Badgers came in expecting a dogfight. In a game littered with costly penalties, turnovers, and missed opportunities, Wisconsin lost a heartbreaker 17-14 to Washington State. First quarter. After winning the toss, the Wisconsin Badgers opted to take the ball to open the game. After an early first down, the Badgers would be forced to punt the ball away to Washington State. The Cougars had a big 43-yard completion from Cam Ward to Renard Bell get into Wisconsin territory. However, a red zone interception by Max Lofi at the Wisconsin 2-yard line would end the drive and give the ball back to the Badgers. The interception was Lofi's first of his career. Graham Mertz would help move the chains for 3 consecutive first downs and move the Badgers to midfield on the next drive. However, penalties and some timely tackles for loss by the Washington State defense would halt the Wisconsin drive and force the Badgers to attempt a 51-yard field goal that missed wide right. Washington State would proceed to go 3 and out on the next drive, but a punt return error by Wisconsin would pin the Badgers back at their own 10-yard line. The two teams would finish the first quarter scoreless. Second quarter. Wisconsin would string together several first downs through the air, but in the end would turn the ball over on downs after not converting on a 4th down and short. The gamble to go for it on 4th down would not work in Wisconsin's favor, as Washington State would answer quickly with a 4-play drive that amassed 53 yards in just over a minute of game time. Quarterback Cam Ward would make a pair of pretty first down throws, and then it was former Wisconsin running back Nakia Watson who punched it in from a few yards out to take a 7-0 lead. The Badgers would have an answer of their own though. Breelon Allen and Shea Melisi would finally find some open running lanes, and Graham Mertz would cap off a 6-play, 65-yard drive with a 17-yard touchdown throw to tight end Clay Cundiff. The touchdown toss was on the money and would tie the game up at 7 points apiece. After neither team could muster much on the next 2 drives, Wisconsin punter Andy Vinovich would pin Washington State down at their own 4. A terrific open field tackle by cornerback Max Lofi would force the Cougars to punt the ball from deep in their own territory. The Badgers would proceed to get the ball back at their own 45-yard line with under 2 minutes remaining in the first half. Quarterback Graham Mertz would orchestrate a 5-play 45-yard touchdown drive thereafter to give Wisconsin a 14-7 advantage. Mertz found wide receiver Keontez Lewis for a big 40-yard gain, and then finished the drive with a 10-yard strike to tight end Clay Cundiff for a second touchdown on the day. Third quarter. Renard Bell would take the second-half kickoff back 73 yards for Washington State to set up a scoring opportunity for the Cougars. The Badgers' defense would hold Washington State out of the end zone though, and force a short field goal by Dean Janikowski. The attempt was good. On the following drive, a costly chop block penalty by the Wisconsin would end the Badgers' drive. Andy Vinovich would boom a 53-yard punt to push Washington State back, but the Cougars quickly got back in business. After the punt, Wisconsin had a chance to get off the field with Jay Shaw coming up with an interception off Cam Ward, but he fumbled the return, giving Washington State another first down. From there, the Cougars would go the rest of the field on a 31-yard reception from running back Nakia Watson. The former Wisconsin tailback broke a Kamoilata tackle and he found the end zone to give Washington State a 17-14 lead. With the ball back on offense, Wisconsin would overcome multiple penalties on the offensive live to move the ball down the field and get into a scoring position. Graham Mertz completed passes of 23 and 22 yards during the drive. The Badgers would attempt a 43-yard field goal, but Vito Calvaruso missed his second kick of the game. Fourth quarter. After the missed field goal to open the fourth quarter, Wisconsin outside linebacker Nick Herbig would come up with a huge sack to give the Badgers the ball back on their own 35-yard line.